Welcome back to News Geelong. Tegan Caldwell is a young lady who is a very impressive netballer at a local Geelong level and is now finding the next level with the Melbourne Vixens in the national netball competition. Tegan visited the Lara Secondary College this week as part of a radical plan to motivate female students to exercise and participate in various team sports and activities. Meryl Friend reports.
Here at the Lara Secondary College, where every Tuesday for the month of November, they've had a Girls Get Active program going, and they've been able to try sports like soccer, football, netball and basketball, and we were able to catch up with one of the Vixens today doing a session. Now, Tegan, can you tell us a little bit about the program you're running here at Lara Secondary College with all the girls?
Well, today I'm here to run a netball clinic to get the girls involved and run a few activities, have a bit of a chat to them and see how they like it, and if they do then hopefully they'll go further and play netball.
So you've got a very busy schedule with your own netball playing. How's that all going?
Yeah, it's going really well. We're into full swing, training 6 days a week up in Melbourne, so it's hard but pre-season always is, and we're looking forward to when the season starts.
So you're a Geelong girl from the start, and have you got any advice for the girls in particular if they're keen to have a career in netball?
Definitely to find out more information, get out there and have a go, see if they do enjoy it or not, but yeah, just go hard when they do.
All right, Girls Get Active is the thing that's happening at Lara Secondary College over the last month. You've done all of them so far. Well, what do you think of them?
They've all been very good and great to get involved in.
Okay, what's been your favourite?
Football last week.
Okay, and what about you?
Soccer's been my favourite, which we did in the first week, because it was a different sport that most of us have never played, and we all really enjoyed it.
And girls, you've been involved in any other sports before now?
Yeah, the same.
Yeah, we've done basketball, soccer, netball this week, and I wasn't involved but football last week. And yeah, they've all been really good and fun.
So do you think you'll continue on with any of them?
Yeah, maybe. I like netball, so probably.
Okay, well, you've got one of the Vixens here to teach you a few tricks today, so I better let you go, okay? Have a great time. And Tom Scanlon, can you tell us a little bit about the program here at Lara Secondary College?
Yeah, well, it's called Girls Get Active, and Lara Secondary College recognised that the girls weren't participating in lunchtime activities, so they sort of came to us and coordinated with City Greater Geelong to increase participation. So basically get a female sports star to come in, do a bit of a speech about their involvement in sport, and then run a series of activities.
So this has been going every Tuesday for the month of November. What other sports have been involved?
That's right, we started with soccer, and then it moved on to basketball, and then last week was AFL, and this week, of course, is netball.
And so what sort of numbers of the girls are participating?
I'd say an average of about 45, so it's been really good participation. Everyone's been enjoying it, all smiles all around, it's been really good.
Great, and so also there's someone from the Lara Netball Club coming along today to hopefully encourage the girls to join.
Yeah, so that's probably the main thing, to continue participation. So she's coming along to have a chat to the girls afterwards, and yeah, the aim is to get them straight onto the Lara Netball Club. Fantastic,
well, you're doing a great job and enjoy the day.
Thank you.
From Lara Secondary College, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. With Christmas Day only 3 weeks away, the Geelong community is really getting into the spirit with a Christmas art walk within the central business district of our great city being planned, as Meryl Friend reports.
I'm here at Oxide Contemporary Arts in McClarty's Place, which is one of the studios opened over the weekend on the 3rd and 4th of December for the Christmas Art Walk. For more information, you can come to Oxide Contemporary Arts or go to the Geelong Art Gallery or Studio 47 to find out more about a map and a plan to find your way all around the Geelong galleries. We're joined with Lorraine Archibald, who's a jeweller and a member of Studio 47. Now, last year you started the very first art walk. Can you tell us a bit about it, Lorraine?
Yes, my studio mates and I had been in Studio 47 since about February of last year, and we finally had a full complement of people, and we thought that it was time to make some kind of an announcement that we were there and available, and we had work to exhibit and for sale. So we had decided that we would do just like an open studio launch one day, and we were sitting down discussing this and decided that it would actually be a good idea to make it a little more of an occasion than just that. Knowing that there were several other studios and artists and galleries in the central business district, we decided to invite other people to participate and to make it a walking tour of galleries, studios, quirky little spaces and shops where things are handmade just throughout the city, where people could manage a self-guided tour and walk around and see what was on offer.
And I'm joined with Pat O'Connell, who's a sculptor, and there's more art happening over the weekend. Can you tell us what's happening down at the High Tide Festival in Torquay, Pat?
Yes, well, a group of us, 6 local artists in a group called Art Mad, we're having a shop down there with an exhibition and obviously for sale for around Christmas. And there's also a walk with lots of different sculptures and artwork that people can see.
So the High Tide Festival is in the main street and on the foreshore of Torquay. How do people find you?
Well, they'll find us. We're actually in the DFO Centre in Bristol Road, but the art is going to be everywhere. There's performers, music, all sorts of things. It's going to be a fantastic weekend.
From Oxide Contemporary Arts, Meryl Friend, News Geelong.
Thank you, Meryl. The Cardinia Park netball courts have been a feature of our central sporting scene for many years. And now, after many submissions, the earth is starting to move as a complete refurbishment of the facility with increased emphasis on player safety and public viewing facilities is well underway. Steph Cowdery updates.
I'm here at Cardinia Park speaking to Liz Coles and Jodie Ferguson from the associations here about the Cardinia Park netball redevelopment. So Liz, how long have Geelong Unity been here at Cardinia Park?
Geelong Unity was formed in 1924 and the first courts were over by the elderly citizens, still within Cardinia Park, and then in the late 50s these courts were laid.
Okay, and during that whole time have the grounds remained relatively the same?
Yes, they've had a few updates, just resurfacing, but never actually drainage and things like that. So these are the original courts.
The biggest hazard probably would be with the courts being so old that the tree roots had grown underneath them and the courts are uneven and we couldn't use most of the courts. And I'd say also the space between courts, mostly for our umpires. So the accidents with umpires running into each other. So more space for umpires will be great.
I think we'll get lots more members. The courts have been a real problem because they just haven't been safe. So we're expecting, we've certainly had quite a few inquiries for when the new seasons begin, so hopefully numbers will definitely increase.
There's a new design in place. Can you tell me what that will detail? Are there any special features?
The courts, there'll be less courts, so there'll be more space provided for the courts. There'll be 9 courts instead of 12, but we will also have a show court. There'll be better drainage as well, and the landscaping will be great. It'll just be a really great new venue to be at, and we'll also, I think they're going to be a plexi pave court, and I think it'll be in a nice blue colour which will match in with our club colours, so that'll be nice.
All going to be in place and ready to go?
We've been told that the courts will now be starting in late April, but we're hoping to actually get our juniors up and running before then and having a competition being run in February at the Corio Leisure Time Centre. So we'll start our season there and then we'll come back over here to G&A and start up in April.
Stephanie Cowdery, Cardinia Park Netball, News Geelong.
Thank you, Steph. News Geelong is your program as we go to a break and return with sport and weather after this.